Tin plate by the ton arrives at a can-making plant at Terminal Island, California. Tin plate used in so-called tin cans is mostly steel, of course, with only the thinnest of layers of tin to protect against corrosion. And here, on the side of the metal that will be the inside, they put on a layer of lacquer and then send the sheets through a drying oven 1/10 of a mile long. The can maker, despite his high speed, mass production, is governed by the most demanding requirements as to the size and shape of his product. Every can in an order must be exactly like every other, or it will gum up the machinery when it is being filled and sealed. Here at Continental Can, they've developed some amazing machines to make sure they are all alike, even though millions of cans are produced each day. This tin plate, cut into irregular strips, will now become tops of cans to hold tuna or salmon in a process almost too fast for the eye to follow. Tops and bottoms are identical, except that the latter will be put on right here at the plant, while the tops will be shipped out to the packer to be put on after the cans are filled. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the great factory, the sides of the cans are shaped, crimped, and sealed. The tremendous output made possible by automatic operations like this has not only held the cost of cans constant for 40 years, but helped create our modern system of distributing and merchandising the products of our farms and factories. With bottoms added, the cans are given an air pressure test, and those that pass move away for a dizzy ride to the shipping department. Food was first packed in airtight containers to supply the troops of Napoleon's army, and the humble can has grown steadily in military importance since that day. Firms like CCC also aid in the defense of the nation, as here at the company's plant in Coffeyville, Kansas, by devoting part of their experience and facilities to the production of goods that are strictly for the armed forces. The same skills that brought can making to its present peak of economy and efficiency are applied here to the manufacture of aircraft components. Prior to World War II, whenever national emergencies arose, industry was disrupted from top to bottom. Now it has realized its ability to expand into totally different fields and has created the greatest potential for war production the world has ever seen, while at the same time turning out civilian products in sufficient quantity to raise our standard of living to levels unequaled in history. The firm counts on the people who toil here, making aircraft flaps, doors, elevators, struts, bomb racks, and the like, to become the key personnel in any expansion of military production that may be forced upon us. Workers like these are a constantly trained nucleus around which could be built up rapidly an even more powerful military production team than that which functioned so smoothly in the 40s. You'll notice that Rosie the Riveter's still on the job. The planes are vastly more complex than they were 10 short years ago, and it's only by keeping our hand in at the job of building them that we can even hope to stay ahead of the factories behind the Iron Curtain, where the emphasis is almost entirely on military production. There aren't any war industries or peacetime industries anymore. Now it's just industry.
As you leave the theater, folks, please be careful. Don't let this happen to your car. Be sure to remove the speaker before you leave. If you should accidentally pull a speaker loose, please turn it in at our snack bar or box office. Thanks.